and welcome. I hope that you are all doing well, and I am so glad that you have joined me today to talk about books. Today's book is the book I am reading to fulfill the prompt to read a book in a series that I have already started. And I selected Hemlock House by Katie Cotugno. And it's the second book in the Liar's Beach series. I read Liar's Beach in August of 2023, and in case you are unfamiliar with that book, I'll fill you in on the story. Michael Linden, or just Linden to his school friends, is staying at the huge beachfront house of his wealthy school friend Jasper. Quite honestly, Michael feels like he doesn't belong on Martha's Vineyard, an island known for its beauty and the wealth of those who vacation there. Michael's mother worked hard to give him the things that he needs. He's a scholarship student at his prep school, working hard to make sure no one realizes that he does not come from a wealthy family. So imagine his surprise when he runs into Holiday, who is a childhood friend. And he knows her because his mother cleans her family's home. Michael tries avoiding Holiday, but he just cannot. When there's a suspicious drowning at the house and nobody, not even the police, think it's suspicious, Michael seeks out Holiday, who's really an amazing detective. When she too finds the death suspicious, they join forces to discover what really happened. The book is based on The Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie. And it is the first book with Agatha Christie's character, Hercule Poirot. In this retelling, Holiday replaces Hercule. I enjoyed Liar's Beach when I read it, and I was happy to have an opportunity to continue with the series, thanks to the prompt I selected. Hemlock House picks up the story more than a year after the end of Liar's Beach. Michael and Holiday are college students. Michael attends Harvard University, where he runs into his ex-girlfriend Greer, and she seems interested in renewing their relationship. So Greer and Michael begin hanging out together. But as their relationship intensifies, Greer's roommate is discovered dead in Greer's bed. As Greer, her friends, and Michael are cleaning up the girl's room before her family comes to pick up her stuff, Michael finds a note under the bed that's very concerning to him. He contacts Holiday to help him investigate what really happened. Their investigation is hampered by the fact that Greer has a number of enemies and everyone has something to hide. I enjoyed Hemlock House even more than Liar's Beach. The story is told from the perspective of Michael Linden. And he can be a frustrating character. He's confused. He's still trying to hide the fact that he is not rich. And he's chasing a love interest who has hurt him in the past. Also, he doesn't know what he wants to do with his life, and he keeps putting off the advisor who is trying to help him. So he's not handling things in the best possible way, but he does grow as a character by the end of the story. Holiday is likable. She's intelligent and she's patient with her lifelong friend Michael. And while Michael struggles with who he is, Holiday seems to be more secure in herself and in her personality. While Michael tends to be carried away with his suspicion, Holiday takes a more logical approach to detecting. Some of the supporting characters, including Michael's mom, his roommates, and a couple of Greer's roommates, are actually quite likable. So what can you read for a similar experience? And if you have not yet read Liar's Beach, I'd start with Liar's Beach. It gives you some perspective on where the characters were before the start of this book. If you haven't already read The Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie, you might want to check that one out as well, since Liar's Beach is a retelling of that story. It's similar to Liar's Beach in setting. It takes place in an isolated British country manor. So it's set during World War I, and Arthur is on medical leave from the war, and he is invited to stay at Styles by a friend who is also staying there. The owner of Styles, Emily, has recently married a younger man, Alfred. Also in the house are her stepsons from her first marriage, John and Lawrence, John's wife, Mary, Evelyn, who is Emily's lady's companion, and Cynthia, the daughter of a friend of the family. Upon awakening one day, everyone in the house realizes that Emily has died. In fact, she's been poisoned. And the top suspect would be John, who is to inherit his stepmother's estate. Except the police receive a letter pointing the finger at Alfred, the younger husband. Evelyn certainly thinks that it was him and has no qualms about saying that outright. Arthur contacts a friend who is staying in the area, Hercule Poirot, to have him investigate the death. This is Agatha Christie's first book, and so it is the first appearance of Poirot, who has his work cut out for him. Everyone is suspicious and under suspicion. Another suggestion is the series The Agathas by Kathleen Glasgow and Liz Lawson. It includes the books The Agathas and The Night in Question. While we don't have this series in our library branch, it is available in the system, so you can request it and it will come in for you. I've talked about this series before, so I'm just going to give a brief overview. So there are two main characters, Alice and Iris, and they have very different backgrounds. Alice's family is rich, and when her boyfriend dumped her for another girl, she had a mental health crisis and disappeared for a little while. When she was discovered, everyone is very upset with her, including the police who want to charge her for it. Her parents managed to dissuade them from that, but they're very upset with her too. Enter Iris, a smart student who's hired by Alice's mother to tutor Alice. Iris, too, would like to disappear, but for very different reasons. When a student is found dead after a party that Alice was briefly at, her ex-boyfriend is the number one suspect. Determined to prove that he is innocent, Alice puts to use what she has learned in reading Agatha Christie books. But she cannot do it alone. So she enlists the help of Iris, and then Iris enlists the help of some of her friends. They have a plan. What they don't have is any idea of how dangerous this will be. And there we are. I hope that you enjoyed this look at Hemlock House by Katie Cotugno and other mysteries, YA and classic. I will be back very soon with a couple of videos. We should have an Explore and Create coming up later this week if all goes well. And shortly after that, I will begin selecting my books for February. I hope that you will join me then, and until then, I hope that you enjoy all that you do and all that you read. And thank you.